I forgot to say something. I made a video earlier, and well, I forgot a couple things. One, I forgot to hold the camera vertically or horizontally, and I was holding it vertically. I forgot. And I forgot to freaking say about my hearing, because that's why I started this YouTube channel in the beginning. Is I just, when all of this happened, I found myself completely alone. Just like, seriously, completely alone. Not anybody. I had no one. And that's been the hardest part. But I wanted to invite people to my hearing on Thursday at 2:30. It's at the Law and Justice Center. It's in the same spot, same exact place as the old one. They just rebuilt the building. And once you go through security, you just go straight ahead, and it's at the Justice Court room. I forget the judge's name. But that's why I started this whole thing, because it's actually been really hard creating these YouTube channels. I mean, it's probably easy for normal people, but because I have disabilities, because of my circumstances, it's been really hard. When my husband left, he took everything. He even took my EBT card, so I couldn't even buy groceries. And so dealing with all of this, because I haven't even had time to grieve my relationship ending. And even though it was an abusive relationship, it doesn't mean that we didn't love each other. There was just mental health issues. Sorry, god damn it. I don't know how to edit yet, so I'm probably going to have to just upload this as a separate video. Sorry. It's been really hard for me because I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel since April. And it's taken me months. It's been hard because I take forever to get things done because I'm exhausted and I'm overwhelmed and I'm struggling and I'm trying to overcome. I think anybody would have a hard time overcoming these circumstances, but my landlord tried to bully me into moving out, and that cost me a lot. If he had just left me alone, I'd be so far ahead right now. But he was constantly threatening me, harassing me. He literally said that I was forcing him to evict me because I wouldn't move out from all of his threats and coercion. He was threatening to tow my car. He was threatening to throw away my property that was outside. All kinds of stuff. And I have 3 cars that are parked in 2 spaces, but the spaces are really long, so I can easily park 2 cars, 2 cars deep because there's plenty of room. Neighbors do it too. They have 3 cars. But he wasn't threatening them. And there was some stuff that was being stored outside, a bunch of those big Costco bins, but it was covered with a tarp. And it used to be kind of hidden because we had the camper parked there, and the stuff was behind the camper, so you couldn't see it. But when my ex-husband left, he took the camper, and so that's why I think the landlord. We've been here 5 years. That pile's been there for years. Our place is extremely small. So, anyway, but he wouldn't stop complaining about it, and I couldn't do it. I was in bed for a week because the stress had shut me down. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. Um, when you're in an abusive relationship for 8 years, it's very isolating and controlling and overwhelming. And there's no capacity to maintain friendships. I would have loved to have friends, but there was no ability. Sorry. And, I had met people along the way, and I could have, tried to have some friendships with people, but I didn't even have the capacity to keep in touch with my family. I was even estranged from my family, and those are only 3 people, but, and they, 2 of them live in Billings, one lives in Texas, but I wasn't even able to maintain relationships with them, and that's why I found myself all alone, and that's been the hardest part. I did get a hug today from someone, so that was nice. But this has been going on since March 31st, and it's now August something. My watch is wrong, I don't know. August 10th or so. And I've had 3 hugs. No, 4. I forgot the lady at Costco. The Costco manager was really mean to me, and she did not like it. She was checking me out, and I was the last one. They were closing, and she was walking me out the doors. And before we got there, she stopped and hugged me. She was really great. She was really upset too because the manager knew that I had recently gotten separated from my husband, and that I don't know if he knew it was an abusive marriage, but he knew that I was getting divorced and that I was going through a hard time with medical problems and stuff. And as I was ending my Costco membership, that was the last time. And he was really, really mean to me right before I was picking out a register to check out. I was just trying to grab something and he wouldn't let me. But he was really mean. And she saw that, and it was nice to have that support. And that's the support I would like to have from my community. I would like to rebuild friendships. And that's why I started this YouTube channel. I have Kevin, thankfully, but I don't think I would have made it without him. Maybe, but thank goodness I have him. My ex-husband tried to get him, and thankfully he was unsuccessful, but he tried. But like when I get evicted on Thursday, I think it's inevitable at this point because the landlord hired a lawyer, and I don't think I can overcome that because he knows the law and I don't. And he'll have the tools and I won't. And he'll be able to shut things down and all kinds of things. Sorry, my arm was getting tired. I was resting it on the back of the chair, but what was I going to say? Sorry, I keep looking at myself in the camera instead of at the camera at you. I'm sorry. I'll get better with practice. I also need to stop using my selfie cam. I'm going to have to get better tools. I haven't had the money, to be honest. I did get a new iPhone, though, because that's supposed to be the best for making videos. And right now I'm on my older phone, my Android, but it's better in low light, but I'm not sure about the selfie cam. So anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know why I was even saying that. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm really out of it. So yeah, I hope you will be my friend, and I hope you will support me, even if it's just a comment on my video, or maybe you could subscribe too. I have a few subscribers now, which is cool. I never had that before, but the first video I posted was under Kevin's channel. It's Kevin the Underdog on YouTube, and it was a video of me and him grocery shopping. And towards the end of the video, around the 20-minute mark, we ran into this one guy who was really nice. But then we ran into this little group of kids, and it was the coolest thing. I was so glad I got that on camera. But we even ran into the kids a little bit later checking out, and then the most amazing little thing happened, and I caught that on camera too, so that one's uploaded as a short video. Crap, now I forget why I was saying that. See, and that's part of the reason why I'm probably going to lose on Thursday, is because I have working memory problems, and I have really debilitating brain fog, but I also panic, and I get confused, and it just depends, like, where I'm at on my meds, like how recently I may have taken them, like if they're kicking in really bad, or, you know, if I've leveled out. Anyway, it's just, I don't even know how I'm going to move out. Like, I haven't even been able to do the dishes for a couple weeks, and how am I going to even just pack and actually move out when I'm just managing to take care of ourselves and handle our financial troubles? It's actually really hard and a lot of work to get by with no money and no resources. I keep trying to, like, want to work. I, like, have different ideas of maybe walking other people's dogs when I take Kevin for exercise. There's an app for that. But because I'm so inconsistent and my schedule is a mess, I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. But mostly we get by because I pawned my truck back in April, and I used that for bills. Well, my ex-husband helped 1 month. He let me put the storage units on his credit card. I was a couple months behind though, so it ended up being like almost $500. I'm not sure why he did that, but that was really great. You know, I guess maybe he still cares. Sorry. I was never able to grieve. I've been so overwhelmed with this eviction and this landlord being a bully that I never had time to miss my ex-husband. He was really great with certain things like that. He would do what he could, but he had mental health issues, and he just didn't have the capacity to do anything about it, and so that's why it had to end. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, community and support. I'm gonna try to get up as early as I can, and really wanted to share my story with people. I was gonna try to contact the news to see if I could do it that way. And it's not egotistical. It's been really hard for me because I've been having a lot of problems with my skin. You know, and I know people are probably going to make mean comments about things, but I'm self-conscious about certain things, but I'm just trying to move forward anyway. And because it's important to me to try to share my life and my story. And I would rather have friends and deal with any trollers or whatever than not. So I'm just gonna do it. Kevin is being really cute. He is the best dog. He's always waiting for me. Aren't you? Good boy, Kevin. Kevin, come here. Aw, you poor thing. I'm sorry this video got so long. I'll see if I can try to edit it down. I don't really know how to edit yet. And I really want to get this uploaded as soon as possible, so I'm not sure if I will be successful in editing this down. And I know it takes a lot of patience to deal with me, but maybe that's how I will find my people. You know, I really want to find my own little tribe. You know, even if it's someone I just meet one time in passing. Like today we met a few people actually that were really great. This one guy, I think his name was Jeremy, he really connected with Kevin. That was cool. And then the girl we were sitting next to, I forgot her name. She had a name tag on, but I didn't really look at it, but she was really great. She even got Kevin a bowl of water and helped hold his leash so I could go get some snacks and stuff. They had really good snacks there. Anyway, even if it's just someone I meet in passing, we met these really great people last week at the thrift store. Or if it's someone that just finds the video somehow and just subscribes and comments. I think that's how I'm going to be interacting with people for the most part. Channel. But I just, at the last hearing I had a really hard breakdown because I ran out of time and I never did anything. I didn't create my channel. I didn't get my story out. I didn't get any support. And I was really upset with myself about that. But I got a second chance and I'm kind of screwing it up because I only have 3 days left. And I really haven't uploaded much. I've made a ton of videos. The problem is that I keep running out of daylight. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like my brain doesn't create the dopamine I need to initiate tasks until I'm basically almost out of time, which is why I'm late for everything. I hate it. It's so stressful. And it sucks. And you know what I really hate the most is that sometimes it puts other people out. God, I hate that. I'm working on it though. Tried this new medication because I take Adderall for my ADHD, but it doesn't seem to be helping. At least not very much. I don't know if it's really helping at all, to be honest, but we started trying this other one called Wellbutrin. That seemed to help a little bit, and then I upped the dose after a week or two. I don't know if that's helping anymore either. It seemed like it did for a couple days, and then it just didn't anymore, which really sucks. It gets my hopes up. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think it might be brain inflammation. I've been learning a lot. I love Dave Asprey's podcast. Sorry, my arm is getting tired. I should have just got the gimbal out. I love Dave Asprey's podcast. I don't think it's the bulletproof one anymore, even though he was like the founder of that and like putting butter in your coffee and like being the godfather of biohacking. But I forget what his new podcast is called. Well, anyway, he's got a bunch of these health clubs throughout the country. There isn't one around here, but God, that would be amazing. That's been a little dream of mine, to be able to open that franchise. It costs a lot of money and I don't have any, so I don't think that will ever happen, but maybe if someone else opens one, I could go to it. I probably won't be able to afford that either, though. I forget the name of his clubs. I'm sorry. I should just stop rambling, but you know, the thing is if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. I think what's the saying? You have 1,000 problems in life, but when you have a health problem, you only have one. That's very true. I just wish I felt better. Wish I could think. I know what it's like because I've had medication and it worked for a little while and it was amazing. God, life was so easy. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is what normal feels like? This is what everyone gets to feel like every day? I don't even know how well good they have it. Well, I gotta go because this video's been 22 minutes long and I don't know if anyone will watch it, but I really hope you do, or did. So if I uploaded this and if you watched it, then I love you.